You don't need to spend your money in order to scale in dropshipping. And let me explain you why today. Guys, a lot of people are asking me like, hey, I don't have $20,000. I don't have, $50,000 in order to scale to those insane numbers. How you guys do it and how you guys started. Well, you need to understand, let's say, I'll make you an example of this account right here. We spend 19,000 US dollar in order to scale our product to I think it was like something like 60K, 70K, something like this, around that ballpark. So on this account right here, we spend $19, but that wasn't $19 of our money. So we have a strategy that we do with each product when we're trying to scale, and this allows us to lower the risk. And the way that we lower the risk is that we pay the ads with the profit from each product that we sell. And as you can see right here, the Shopify payout is 1 to 3 business days. So it takes around 3 days to get to your account. When it gets to your account, then you can use that money in order to scale further and further and further. So you're in a cycle of always using your profit. And that's what you want to do to scale your products. So don't think about, oh, but when I get to that point, when I have a winning product, what do I do? I'm getting stressed out. Do not stress about that part. Think about focusing into what matters now, and what matters now is having a winning product. This is the most important thing. After, when you are having a, let's say, a winning product, when you have a winning product in your hands and you want to scale it, then what you need to do is just reuse the profit margin from the Shopify payouts. Obviously, there's other alternative. A lot of people use Stripe, or they use PayPal. I don't suggest you use Stripe when you're trying to scale. Why? Because it sends the money in 7 days. So it takes a little bit longer than Shopify payments. If you don't have any other choice, then it's not the end of the world. You can use it. PayPal, I just use it when I'm testing, but I'm not using it when I scale because they can hold your money. So when you're trying to scale a product, the first thing that you need to understand is, okay, you need to scale slowly and little by little raising your budget, because what's going to happen is that if you scale too aggressively and you need 3 days, and you don't have more money, then this is where it becomes complicated. Then what you need to do, guys, is first of all, get a credit card. If you don't have a credit card, well, just make sure that you have a few $1,000s in your bank account. But if not, use a credit card. A credit card will allow you to wait a few days and scale with that money. And when those 3 days come back, then you will be able to reuse that money, pay your credit card, and you use the money again and just on that circle. And eventually you'll have so much profit on the side that you won't need to stress out. But don't scale too aggressive. I think that's the biggest problem with people, is they want to scale too aggressive. They see a lot of those drop shippers that make 100K in a single day, they make 100K in a month, and they want to do the same thing. And there's nothing wrong to do the same thing, but you need to understand that your bank doesn't know that you're doing drop shipping. And if they know, they don't want anything that it's too risky, you know, that could cause problem, or that could cause a red flag, and that red flag could be aggressive scaling. So when it's your first winning product, try to scale slowly and use the Shopify payments in order to really surf the wave and not stress out, because now you have money. And if you also, a tip, if you have a good supplier, the supplier could wait up to a month to pay them. A lot of suppliers, when you're dealing with them, what's going to happen is, after they fulfill your orders, they want to get paid. But with our supplier, and the supplier that we give to our students, what's going to happen is they don't mind if you pay them, let's say, a month later. They don't mind. They will just send you a bill of, I don't know, like 5K at the end of the month, 10K, 20K, depending on how aggressive you scale. And they're like, okay, perfect, pay me at the end of the month. So this will allow you to not only use the profit from the payment of the supplier and also your own profit margin. So this will allow you to really scale more aggressively than usual. So guys, as we said, in business, connections are everything. And that's what I'm trying to build with my supplier. In dropshipping, you only need a good product and a good supplier. Customer support is good, but it's if you have a good supplier and a good product, you can basically do anything because the supplier is going to ship good quality products and also ship it fast so people won't complain. So if you have that and you have a winning product and you have a credit card to scale your products, then you should not have any problem at all. I don't understand how those dropshippers have problems with phones, with all of that, because if you have a reputable bank, like a good bank, and you have a good credit card, you have a good supplier, and you're scaling not too aggressive at the beginning, then you should not have any problem at all. Like I didn't have any problem when I started. Maybe at first that I started, doing too aggressive scaling, but after it goes down, it goes down, it goes down, and I saw that okay, like now I understand like how does it work, how ads work, how a winning product work. So let me just not go as aggressive at the beginning, and after a few weeks when I see money coming in and everything is good, then I go and just push it to the limit and scale it as aggressive as I can. Obviously, depending the countries, I'm in Canada, so I don't know what happens to, let's say, bank in other countries, but I also suggest you to call your bank if you're, scaling aggressively and telling them, hey, look, there's going to be a lot of money coming in and going out in my account, just making sure that, you're not going to froze my account or, hold my credit card for a certain moment because that could happen. It never happened to me because I always were cautious with everything that I did. But I know people in other countries that did happen. And countries like, let's say, France are very strict. So if you're in a country like France, that your country is very strict in terms of those things, then you should take at least a few minutes to let them know that you're scaling a product. Just let them know your business is going super well. There's money coming in, will come in, more and more, and they should not be worried about. And after you tell them, then you should have any problem. Also, we have a link down below in the description that we are affiliated with TikTok. So for every dollar that you spend, they will match it with a dollar in credit on ads, and they will match it up to $1,500. So if you guys really want help and need money, use that link down there if you come from the big four countries. So what are the big four? It's Canada, United States, United Kingdom, and Australia. If you come from those big four countries, you have up to $1,500 that TikTok gives you in order to scale. So it's an extra 1,500. Don't spit on that. That's very good money, and it's very good money even in the early days when you're, testing. So don't focus too much on the scaling. Just make sure that when you find that winning product, you go scale little by little on the first few days, and after that you go a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more aggressive up. You get to the point that you want to be like, okay, I'm all in. The bank knows it. They saw a few transaction, no problem. I'm getting every 3 days Shopify payments. My credit card is good, and my supplier is ready to go, and he knows because at the same time, people connect their suppliers and their Shopify store, and they're like, yeah, but like he's not fulfilling us. Well, you need to let him know. Look, Jason, my supplier is called Jason. Jason, I'm going to fulfill orders right now. But like I want you to fulfill orders at a very insane pace because we are scaling. Please be ready. And if you have a good connection with your supplier, what's going to happen is that he is going to look at at your store, and he's going to see, okay, like there's orders coming in. I project that he's going to probably be like 100 units every day. So I'm going to order in bulk to make sure he doesn't be penalized because, good suppliers, they can order in bulk upfront. And if the units don't really sell later on, he's just shipping everything back to the factory. So it's not things that will cost you money. If it doesn't work, let's say you thought you would scale to 1,000 orders a day, and finally, and it end up scaling to 500 orders a day. So all the extra excess of inventory, he will ship it back to the factory and it won't cost you a penny. So that's why a good supplier is so important. So yeah, guys, if you want to have access to those connections that we have, if you want to have basically a plan designed for you to help you succeed in drop shipping, me and my brother, well, we do a one-on-one mentorship. You don't go through our secretary, you don't go through our, sales closer. You basically go through us. We speak with you, we explain you everything, and it's a one-on-one thing. We don't delegate to any employee to anything. It's just between you and me for the whole mentorship. So yeah, if you have any question, let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. It is very appreciated. We post videos every single day, and we appreciate every support that you could guys give us. We're growing at an insane pace. It's not as much as we want, but at least we're growing, and we're happy to have a bigger and bigger family each day. So take care, and wish you all an amazing new year. Peace out.